Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your ISO Burn with Weights workout. In this workout, we are working with our weights to strengthen our entire body, and we're gonna do that through a series of back to basics, adding some isometric holds and some finishers. I'll be giving you lots of different options. I'll be working with mostly dumbbells today, maybe a kettlebell here or there, and my bench. If you don't have all of that, don't worry, I will give you options. Are you ready? Let's do it. All right, let's start just getting our bodies moving. We're gonna get a quick mobility warm up, get our bodies warm, get everything ready to move. Let's roll those shoulders. So as you can see behind me, I have dumbbells, I have kettlebells, and I have my bench. Don't worry if you don't have all of that. You can do all of this with just the floor or a mat and some weights. The way we are working today is we have two longer-ish circuits. So let's take it right here, flat back down and round it up. So two circuits, but the way they're grouped, they feel a little long. We have some right side and left side, especially with our lower body. And everything has 3 rounds of 30 seconds. Take it here. So I want you to try to go heavy, but if you get to that second or third 30 seconds and you need to drop the weight, especially on that lower body, you'll still get the effect. If you need to take a quick breather in between the 30 seconds, you'll still get the effect. We're gonna try to do them consecutively as much as we can. So standing cat-cow, just like this, all the way through. And then slowly roll it up. Let's take it out nice and wide, big step right here. So 3 rounds of 30 seconds. And again, with our upper, a lot of that will be bilateral, 2 sides. With our lower, we'll have unilateral, right side, left side. And we're gonna try to have a combination of core stability and core movement. Let's take it right here, step it back. Open up the hips, big reach right through here. So getting it done, your first 30 seconds is your back to basics. Your second 30 seconds is an isometric version. Let's hold it here. Speaking of holding, what does isometric mean? It's essentially a hold, but you're not lengthening or shortening the muscle, but you are contracting. If you can, let's take that hand down. I'll turn to the side so you can see me. World's greatest stretch right here. Reach it through and up. So isometric just means your muscle is working, it's contracting, but we're not lengthening or shortening. So within that, it's gonna be a nice good burn. That's why we're putting it in the middle. Step up. Let's go same thing other side. Stretch it over here. And then we'll have a finisher at the end. So that's where we add a little movement, something a little bit different from that back to basics. Go ahead and take it down. Now, like everything else, if you want, you can keep it all back to basics. You can keep it all back to basics if you want to just go heavy the whole time. It is totally up to you. You do you. Go ahead from here and either come to that high plank or on your knees. Yes, right through here. And we're gonna take it back, child's pose, and up to all fours or up to the plank. Back to here. If you want a little stretch through the center, you can reach through, then bring it back and up. So we are gonna have that nice good burn. Again, if you need to drop the weights on that, I would rather you do that than lose your form. Or if you need to take a quick breather and readjust, that works too. So 3 rounds, 30 seconds. And take it here. Go ahead and walk your hands and feet back. Hold it here. Slowly pedal those feet and then slowly round it up. Now, again, I'm gonna be using the bench, but what we're using it for, you can also take it to the mat. You do you, be where you are today. We're focusing on our major movement patterns like we've been doing with this Back to Human challenge. So nothing too crazy, no compound movements in this one. We're just getting it done with a little burn. Basic movement patterns, getting in those planes of motion, getting our squats, our hinges, our pulls, our pushes, and getting our body working and getting that progressive overload in different ways. All right, so we're gonna start with a step up. Now, if you don't have a step or something that you can do a step up on safely, so maybe you have a sturdy chair or couch or something, but make sure it's sturdy, you can just keep this with a regular reverse lunge, and it would just look like this. Here, to here. Now, what I'm gonna do on that first round is take it to a curtsy step up. You don't have to do that. If you feel more comfortable with just a regular, take a regular, so either curtsy lunge or a cross step up. We're gonna start like this. Now, if you have the option to put your bench up next to a wall or something that you can hold on to, I'm gonna do that and hold my heavy kettlebell here. Here's your 3 rounds. Step up just like this, or curtsy rather. Woo. So that way I have that. Then, regular step to the back, we're gonna do a hold. It's gonna look like this. You're gonna try to be here. So that's why if you have the option to hold here, go for it. Otherwise, you can put that toe down, but keep your weight in that front leg. Then we're gonna go slow, down for 2, up for 2. All right, so those are our 3 versions, 30 seconds each. All right, so if I have my left foot up, I'm gonna have my right hand 1 heavy weight. You can also go 2 weights if you want. Woo! Let's see, I'm gonna go medium with that kettlebell, 26. Hand here for stability if you need it. If you're just lunging, just reverse lunge and step it in. Here we go. So step up. If you want, you can do that little cross. Now remember with the step up, even if you're just going to the back, you don't have to go down to a deep lunge. We just want the weight forward and that front leg to do the work. You don't have to do the curtsy. I just wanted us to give some variety because we want to get in that transverse plane today. We got 5 seconds, team. Really think about that core engaging. And then we're gonna hold it here. So if you are here, you're just doing a slight bend. If you need to take it down, you can have that toe there, but keep your weight forward. Again, if you're just lunging or reverse lunging, you're gonna hold it at the bottom. Then we're gonna take it to that slow. Woo, but we got 15 seconds, I know. So hold it here. Balance, think about that core stability as well as that leg, weight in the heel. I know, harder than it looks. And let's go down for 2, up for 2. Here we go, down, woo, up, 2. You can cross that over 2 if you want, or take it back, straight back. Trying to keep the weight in that front leg, nice and light, right here. Yes, down, 2, up, oh man. Now you know why I wanted you to have that wall. 1 more, breathe and relax. Set that weight down. Woo! All right, shake that out. So a lot of things working there. We're gonna get the other side, but in order to give our heart rate a break, right? Whew. Let's take it right here. We're gonna grab those 2 weights. We're gonna go to a row. Here's your 3 rounds. Row, hold, then we're gonna alternate holding 1 at the top and the row. Grab some heavy weights. It's 3 rounds, but you got this. Core engage, 3, hinge, 2, 1. Here we go. Regular row. Now with these, I am gonna stand up in between our 3 rounds of 30. So you rest your back. So we do get 5 or so seconds of a rest, mostly for our back. Flat back, squeeze. My ponytail is all over the place today. And go ahead and stand up, and then we're gonna come back down. We're gonna hold it. So bring it here, here we go, hold. Now I want you to think about pulling those shoulder blades in, pulling the elbows up to the sky, pulling the weight towards your hips. As you get tired, that lower back is gonna wanna help. I want you to really pull those shoulders back, pull those elbows in, and just contract all through the back, but also what's happening with your core. Squeeze it in. Yes, you can. We've got 5 seconds. I want you to hang with me. Keep them up tight. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Stand up. All right, now you can see why we're getting a little breather on this one as opposed to the legs. All right, this time we're gonna hold 1 up while we row the other and then switch. So it looks like an alternating row, but we're alternating from the top. Breathe for a second. Bring it up here. Bring it up here. Here we go. 1 down, 1 down. Watch me. My shoulders and my hips stay square. I'm not moving through the torso. Squeeze in the back, squeeze in the back. I really want you to think pull, pull, pull. I know sometimes our brain gets caught on the hold, but I want you to think about the release and the pull. 10 seconds. Yes, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Set those to the side. Oh, shake it out. I know, and it's just the first circuit. All right, team, so you feel what happens in your back when we have to both have that hold, but also that reciprocal motion, also that back to basics. We're going to that other leg. So I'm gonna slide my bench up. I'm gonna move this kettlebell so I'm not in danger of stepping on it. And now I've got that other leg. Remember your 3. Regular step up, if you wanna curtsy it, you can. Hold, but remember your hold is small. It's just here, right? Or here. Then we've got our down for 2, up for 2. If you're just doing it here, regular curtsy, reverse lunge, then hold, then down for 2, up for 2. All right? Heavy weight if you got it. Offset, so really engage that core. That's one of the things we love, but it also makes it hard. Core has to engage when we have the heavy weight on one side only. 3, 2, 1. Step it up, and you can do just a regular step up or cross it over. Remember, you want to keep your weight forward, but chest open, so we're not rounding in that back, and really drive out of that front heel. Whether or not you're on the ground or the bench, or if you're stepping up or just lunging, really drive through that front leg, land soft. Right here. Ha! 3, 2, 1. All right, team, so remember you can hold it here, but I want you to have your weight forward, core engaged, or hold it here. I know that's long, but really think about that core, what's happening with your core. I know it's tempting to go here, but keep that bend. Even if you have to go down into it, weight forward. 10 seconds to go, hang with me. Think about your core. What is your core doing? What is that upper body doing? Yes, 3, 2, down for 2, up for 2, down, 2, up. Whoo, nice and slow, and up. Ha. You can alternate or just do that regular step up, regular reverse lunge, or curtsy. This is the only step up we're doing of the day, I promise. Down, and up. Yes, team. One more. Relax. Catch your breath. Yes, I know. Right? Feeling it. There's my heart rate up into those zones. I don't know if you're feeling it too. Okay, so we're gonna take it, we're gonna stick with that upper body pull. We did our rows. Now we're gonna grab something a little lighter. We're gonna go into biceps. All right, I'm gonna start with my 15s. I'm gonna have my 10s close by in case I need to switch to them for the holds. Regular curl, we're gonna hold in, hold out, 15 and 15. Then we're gonna curl in and curl out. You can alternate if you need to. So I'm setting these 10s here if I need them, but I'm gonna aim for my 15s. Somebody in this group challenged me, so I'm gonna do it because I need to get stronger, get heavier. These are both upper body pull, upper body exercises. So if those biceps already feel a little fatigued, it's because they were also working on the row. 3, 2, 1, here to here. Remembering what I would tell all of you, you are stronger than you think. So why not try it? I consistently use my 10 pounds for my bicep curls, and this scares me a little bit because we're going into those isometric holds, but I'm gonna do it as long as I can maintain that form, right? If I start to lose my form, I'm gonna switch it down. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold it here. So you're gonna hold it halfway out in front. Yeah, I'm gonna lose it. So keep holding it out in front, here. And then we're gonna switch gears. I want you to pull those shoulder blades in and out. We're still holding the biceps, but roll the shoulders back and think about squeezing those lats together, the middle of your back. Yes, you can. Breathe through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. 1 up, turn them in the center, and here. Turn them out to the side. Out, and here. If you'd rather, you can go 1, and then the other. Whatever is good for you in this moment. Oh, yes. Team, you are so strong. You showed up today to lift heavy, and go for it. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Catch your breath, team. Woo! Making a mess over here with my weights. Just go ahead and tap it out right here. One last thing, and then this circuit is done. I know, longest first circuit ever. It's our plank. So, as you guys know, that plank, is already an isometric hold. If you need to, you can take it on the bench or take it on the wall. But we're gonna be here. We're gonna walk it forward, away, walk it back in. We're gonna hold for 30, and then we're gonna do a little hip dip. Now, we are just like our rows. We're gonna get a quick 5-second stretch in between. So we rest our wrists, we rest our shoulders. Let's get it done. Starting with 30 seconds. Here we go. Hold that strong plank, and then you're moving your elbows up, up, and then back and back. So it's kind of like that walkout plank or that extended plank. If the elbows are not right for you, you can take it with hands. Out, out, in, up to you. You can also always go to your knees, out, out, stretch it back. So you're right here, a little stretch. Now we're just gonna hold this plank. So find that good form in 3, 2, 1. So little plank checklist. Open up those shoulders. Even if your hands are here, try to avoid that internal rotation. Lift up in the core, so little tuck of the pelvis. Zip up that core, lift gently with your pelvic floor. Stabilize in your rib cage. Squeeze those legs, squeeze your glutes. Not holding your breath, but everything is really nice and tight. If I were to touch any part of your body, it would be nice and tight. We got 3, 2, 1, another stretch. That was your isometric. Plank is probably our most used isometric hold. This time we're gonna dip our hips down to the side. If you need to be on your knees, you can. If you need to be elevated on the bench or the wall, you can. You do you. Let's do it. Stretch it back, last 30 seconds. Here we go. And up. Yes, you can. After this, we're getting water. Then we go to that round 2, circuit 2. Slightly different. We got some heavy lower body in the beginning. And then we got a lot of work on the mat or the bench. And finish with some core, right? Use your core to lift. Drop that hip, then lift in the center with that core. You're not pushing through your toes or your elbows, you're pulling with that core. Relax. Stretch it back. Slowly make your way up. I know, I feel it too. Catch your breath. Here we go, team. Woo. Cheers, y'all. All right, so we're going into circuit 2. We're gonna start with a split squat. Then we got some things down on the bench. We got tricep overhead, we got big upper body press, we got some core to finish. So the legs is gonna be the hard part, but then we're down. All right, team, so here's what we got. Once again, I'm gonna move some of these weights. Once again, if you wanna be close to the wall, that's helpful. Also, if you wanna have one weight, it's gonna offset you. If you wanna have 2, I'm gonna try to have 2. Here are your 3 versions. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Bulgarian split squat, which is foot up on the bench, where you're dropping it here, or regular split squat, stationary lunge. So here's what we got. We got your regular Bulgarian squat. Then we're gonna hold it low, all right? Then we're gonna hinge. We're gonna go down for 2, up for 2. So essentially what that looks like is you're low in that split squat and you're just gonna hinge yourself forward, drive up and up. Instead of a lunge, now we go to a hinge. Makes sense? It's gonna burn. We can come up in between if we need to, maybe 5 or so seconds. Let's get those heavy weights. You can do it if you need to drop one or if you need to be by the wall. Remember on that Bulgarian, if you wanna put one foot out, sit, stand up, figure out where you need to be. All right, toe can be down or up, whatever feels best for you. Here we go. It's a Bulgarian split squat or a split squat stationary lunge on the floor. So shoulders back, you're dropping the knee and you're coming up out of a lunge, but you can still hinge forward a bit. Notice I like to have my weights pointing down. Kind of helps me have a place to go. Oh man. Yes, team. All right, breathe for a second. We're down in that hold. Wherever that is for you, take it down. So we're holding. Now again, you can be all the way low, you can be a little bit higher, but the weight is in that front heel. Chest and shoulders are back. If you're in that split squat, you're just here, right? This is probably a little easier. If you need to drop the weight, you can. Woo! Right? Sorry. Getting into that train tracks. Now we're gonna hinge it. You're hinging to that front leg. Come up and rest for a second. Oh! And here we go. Kickstand or a lunge, hinge. Take it down for 2, up for 2. So you're really keeping it more in that front leg with that hinge. You can come up and down a bit, but you're not coming all the way down in the lunge, all the way up. Hinge, hinge, up, up. Whoo, burn. I know, I told you. Ah! 3, 2, 1, and burn. Set those weights down. All right, before we get that other leg, we're gonna do something on the mat or on the bench, because I told you, just like that step up, it's a lot. Move your bench if you got it. Watch me here, we're coming down heavy weights for your just lying press, all right? Feet can be down, straddled, or here, regular press. You're gonna hold about halfway up, so not resting on the ground, about here, a couple inches off the floor or above the bench. Then we're gonna alternate while keeping that hold, all right? If you need to, you can alternate from the floor, but if you can, you're gonna hold halfway up and alternate. All right, team, grab those weights, regular press, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And up. Use this time to rest your legs, maybe even rest your brain a bit. I know I need it. Those big lower body movements, that step up, that split squat, or reverse lunge and split squat, whichever way you were doing it, it is challenging, right? So I want you to just give the mental side a break. We're gonna hold it right here. So hold it up about halfway. Again, give your mental side a break, even though this kind of feels all mental. You're barely lifting the elbows off the ground. You're keeping that strong, contraction. Yes, you can. Core is engaged. What is your core doing? Little tuck of the pelvis, lift of the pelvic floor. Yes, you can. I know. We're gonna alternate from here in 3, 2, 1, one at a time. Up and down. If those upper body muscles are just spent, you can alternate either with elbows on the ground or from the top. You can be here, that's slightly easier. You do what's best for you. It's still challenging, I know. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, set those weights down. Open up the chest and let it stretch. So again, this is when I remind you, there are many ways we can get progressive overload. Come up onto your feet. You do not have to always be going heavier. It's good to go heavier. We want some of those regular, heavy, back to basic sets, but that does not mean that's the only way to get those muscles stronger. You're probably feeling that fatigue, muscle endurance, but also strength. All right, guys, so same idea here. Regular Bulgarian, hold, and then a little hinge forward and back. You can be up on the bench. You can be down here if you need to drop the weights out of it or get a quick rest in between, you can. I know, let's do it, heel out, step it up, get set in that position, core engaged, 3, 2, 1. Drop it low. Remembering that we only got one set of this. Yes, it's long, but then it's done. Keep that in your brain. And there's no need to rush. I don't care if you get 2 or 20. Well, maybe I do care if you get 20 because that would be too fast. But good form all the way, right? Woo! If you need to drop one weight so you have the balance, go for it. I almost need to, but I'm gonna try to stay here. All right, breathe for a second. Get ready to hold it. So you can be here. Something that could be helpful, you can even touch the floor. It's slightly different because you're taking the load out, but you have that there. Shoulders back, core engaged. If you need to adjust where you are, just hold it. Remember when we get to that hinge, we're gonna hinge forward. We're gonna take it up. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Down hinge and up. So it's a little forward, not forward really, hinge. We drive our hips to the back, but less of a lunge. Again, if you're in this split squat, looks like this, down, 2, drive up through that foot. I know that leg is tired, but keep it going. We got 10 seconds, then we are all on the bench. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Oh. Shake it out. So as you can tell, feels like we're getting a lot of our lunge motion today, but we're also getting that hinge pattern and essentially a little bit of that squat pattern too. Catch your breath, team. I know I'm feeling it so much. All right, we're gonna take it down on the bench again, and we're gonna do a lying tricep extension. If it's better for you to keep it standing or seated, go for it. Otherwise, meet me down on the mat or on the bench. You can be on the floor, you can be on the bench, doesn't matter, but join me down here. Let's talk through it. All right, so here's what we've got. Watch me, triceps. Remember, we wanna shift those shoulders back a little bit. We go here to here. Then we're gonna hold it at the halfway point. If you need to bring it up, you can. Then we're gonna alternate from the top. So it's more about that control, okay? If at any point that feels like too much, you can go to a close grip press, or you can switch it to one weight right through here, okay? Join me here. You got this, team, I know. They're tired, but let's do it. Shift those shoulders back. Here we go. Back to basics and up. And up right here. Up. Yes. Keeping, again, that core engaged. Everything is nice and tight. This is where I feel one side feels more tired. Maybe not even weaker, but all right, team, so hold it here. We're trying to hold at about that 90 degrees. If that starts to feel like too much, give yourself a break here, or again, switch to one dumbbell. Maybe you're holding it here, okay? Either way, I'm feeling it too. I'm right there with you. So hang with me, and then we're gonna alternate from the top, okay? So keep that core engaged. Keep it going. If you only have one dumbbell, you just go down and up. In 3, 2, take them up to the top. Here we go. Either one at a time or together. If you got one dumbbell, you know what to do. Down and up. Woo! Burn. Yes, you can. If you're starting to lose that form, take it to one weight right here. Up. Yes. Woo! 3, 2, 1, burn. Tries. Big stretch. Let your upper body hang. All right, team, you can hang out right here, whether or not you're on the mat or on the ground. Watch me here while you stretch those arms, maybe over your head. Hands can be underneath your hips, or if you're on the bench, you can be grabbing here. We're gonna do that scissors, down and up. Our holds are gonna be 15 seconds here, 15 seconds here. Then we're gonna come up, we're gonna come up. We're gonna add a little crunch to it. So go ahead and join me, starting with just the scissors. Flex those feet. Here we go. Now, if that's not right for you, you can keep one foot on the ground, or you can do a little march right here, just a little kick. You can still engage the core that way, but if you can, think about pulling those inner thighs together, tucking the pelvis, buttoning up the rib cage. Zip it up, lift up on that pelvic floor. Yes! All right, we're gonna hold it here. So again, hands can be wherever they feel best. One up, one down. We're going to the halfway mark, so 15 seconds each. Keep everything pulled in. If you need to keep one foot on the ground, you can. And let's switch. Woo, we're here. Everything pulled in tight. And then remember, we're gonna add a crunch to it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little lift, bring it down. So you can have your feet straight up when you crunch, or you can lift from the ground. If you wanna add some rotation, little bicycle crunch, up to you. Burn, I know. Woo, this is it, team. Here we go. Finisher, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Up onto your feet. Yes, team. I know, catch your breath. Feeling it too. Woo, yes. All right, grab a quick sip of water. I know I said 2 long circuits and we got them done. How about 1 quick bonus circuit? It won't be as bad, I promise. All right, team, here we go. Whew. So, we're gonna go 1 heavy weight in the center. We're gonna start with our squat. We're gonna go regular. Then we're gonna take it here. We're gonna go out and in. So it's that push here. Then we're gonna bring our knees up, okay? So we're gonna get that iso in lots of different ways, but let's start with 1 heavy weight here, regular squat. Bonus round, 3, 2, 1. Sit low, bring it up. Yes, super basic. Doesn't this feel better than a step up or a Bulgarian split squat? So you're holding the weight here. Hold it out just a bit so we keep the arms working. Think about squeezing in those back muscles. Yes, you can. And breathe. Yes. Hold this one down right here. Hold. We're going out and in. Think push and pull. If for some reason you need to bring it up, maybe because we're super tired, think of it as your push out, pull in. Push out, pull in. I feel it too, guys. So I had to take a break and show you. And squeeze. You can even take those toes out. Maybe that feels a little better. Woo, burn. Yes, you can. Back to your chest. Knee cross and down. Knee, squat. Here, boom. Yes. Ah. There we go. 10 seconds. Let's get that heart rate up. 5, 4, 3, 2, burn. Set it down. Breathe. I know. Catch your breath, team. Right here, little tap. One last one, because we kind of covered everything. We got lower, we got upper, we got core on that. How about we just do 1 swing? If the swing is not right for you, you just do your regular deadlift, all right? We did, again, get that hinge pattern in our split squat, but how about 1 last swing for power? Let that heart rate settle, okay? I don't know if yours is as high as mine. Mine's all the way up in zone 5. All right, let it settle. And then we're gonna do a nice big swing or a deadlift. Up to you. 30 seconds only, then we're cooling it down. So core engaged, shoulders back. I know, feeling them too. Shoulders back, core, drive it up, block it out, let it drop. Are we ready? This is it, team. In 3, in 2, drive it back and up. Let it drop, let it drop. There we go, lock out at the top, then react to it as it goes down. You are not controlling that weight with your arms. You're driving it up, then let it drop. Lock it out, let it drop. Yes, team. 3, 2, 1. Swing and relax. Pedal those feet. I know. Shoulders back, core engaged. Move that to the side. Y'all, how are we doing? That one got me. I knew it was gonna be hard. I expected the burn. I wasn't thinking about how high that would get my heart rate and how much I would be feeling those zones and really be feeling the fatigue in other ways. We love it, right? All right, team, let's get a quick stretch. If you wanna sit on the bench or the chair to do this, you can. Otherwise, let's take it right here. Oh, those muscles are tired. Roll those shoulders. You know I'd love to hear from you, so please let me know in the comments. How are you feeling? How is it going? Breathe right here. Yes. Roll those hips. Do you like isometrics? There's no wrong answers. It's okay if you don't. I know we love the power and the plyo that we've gotten the last 2 weeks, but why not add some burn? We love it. Right through here. Let's take it other side right here. Lean into that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, for working hard. Let's take those arms up. Oh man, I am feeling it. All the way through. Other side. Reach those arms back. Grab those hands if you can. Otherwise, just reach them back. And if you want to get a little hinge, take it here too. Slowly bring it up. Roll through those wrists. Make sure you're getting some more stretching on your own. You've probably heard me say it before. Get your mobility and your flexibility throughout your days, throughout your week, not just at the end of the workout. Whatever else you need after this, go ahead and get it. Oh, thank you for showing up and being your strongest self today. We're getting better and stronger every single day. Let's get one big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your iso burn with weights workout. Great job, everybody.